A wee bit chilly this morning, but it's time for a stroopwafel. Can't start my morning without my instant breakfast and my stroopwafel. I don't think it was as cold as they predicted last night. At least I was nice and warm in my little cocoon. Winds died down this morning. Should be a beautiful hike if we get some sunshine today along the lake. Starbucks via Pike Place coffee. My favorite flavor. So today we're kind of leaving the flat beach area and going up on cliffs, and all the real beautiful iconic pictures you see of this park are really taken from the perspective of a paddler, not a backpacker. So all the caves and formations that you see on the pictures are taken from the lakeside looking in. We'll be on the path looking down, which is still pretty spectacular, especially if you get some really sunny weather and the water's just turquoise, beautiful, against the contrast of the cliffs and the waves coming in. So I'm all layered up this morning, but got my little furnace kicked in now from hiking and gonna start peeling real soon. And the sun's coming up. I may not see it today, but it's still up there at 76,000 feet, depending on high cumulus clouds warming things up. So that's where we're headed, not the first point, but that furthest point you see out there in the distance and beyond. The trail is gonna hug the lake all the way around there, and it ends up at the trailhead just outside of Munising, Michigan. So you can see the cliffs coming real shortly here. So I just got water out of Lake Superior for breakfast, and I wouldn't have filtered it anyway, but at the time it made me think about my filter, because the Hydro Pack that the filter screws onto is usually what I tie my bear rope to and throw out into the lake, and I can get water without getting my feet wet. And I didn't have it this morning because it's not usually part of my morning routine. Usually it lives in my little mesh front pocket on my pack. But because it was down to freezing last night, I threw that Hydro Pack and my filter in the bottom of my bag and stuffed my bag this morning. Never felt it. So if I want it, I've got to take everything out of my pack, take my sleeping bag apart. But I've never filtered water along here. You know, there's some tannins in the creeks and rivers, but I'm right on Lake Superior. So when I get to the lake, it's the biggest freshwater body in the world. I don't think that's going to kill me. And again, I'm crossing creeks and rivers all day long. So anyway, my point is, If it's not part of your routine, you're probably not going to think about it. That's why I say having everything in a certain spot, having a routine, packing up, unpacking. You do the same thing time after time. It's just muscle memory. You don't have these problems. Here. Seagulls like to hover right here in this cove, and I've seen them explode in midair. And they're not really exploding, they're just getting hit by a 200-mile-per-hour peregrine falcon coming out of nowhere. So it's a little chilly today, but not really bad. Wind dropped from yesterday big time. So it's actually pretty pleasant hiking. And even though it's cold, the good news is no bugs. All the mosquitoes have flown south for the winter. No, I'm serious, they do. In a belly of a bird. So I've still got a couple hours of light, maybe 2.5. I'm gonna turn around up here and head back in the other direction and maybe get an hour, a couple miles, 2-3 miles in, heading back, and then I'll have all day tomorrow and part of Thursday to get back to the car. Tomorrow's supposed to be the best day. We'll find out. I'd love to have some sunshine just to fire these trees up. So I like to hike till dark, but it gets dark a lot earlier this time of the year. But it's nice and light down here on the beach, so much lighter than up in the woods. So I think I'll eat dinner down here, get some water for morning, find me a little hidey hole. So we'll let the waves lullaby me to sleep tonight. Beautiful sunset. Hopefully that means a promising day tomorrow. So we're going to close out day 2. Keep smiling.